Look at this. It'll make you happy, probably. Maybe. What's this? 36 minutes! I'm gonna be honest, bro. You said Fry and Shambles? Bro. Bro. Dilkun, at this point, I'm never picking Team Fry again, bro. Never in my life I'm picking that team, bro. Because we lost at an astronomical level, bro. We didn't even lose. Like, if we lost by a little bit, I would have been like, good battle. We were last. Last. Big man did better than us somehow. How? You said don't skip? Bro, this video is 36 minutes long, bro. This is a movie. And it's already 10 o'clock.
Grab me.
I got you. Let go. Oh my fucking shit. Uh-oh.
Who the hell is Pickles? Pickles be sliding? We not giving up? Bro, nah, hold on. I have no idea who the fuck that is. I've never seen that name before. I'm not looking at that shit. What is this? The Persona thing again? Pickles be sliding with a 7. I appreciate that, man. You said Persona 3 is an overrated disaster. This video again is 36 minutes. Bro. Oh my gosh, bro. I'm a times 2 it. I'm a times 1.5 it. Let me actually get myself some water because I'm thirsty as shit. All right, give me a sec. Let me get some water. We're gonna watch it. All right, we're gonna watch this.
Yo, this game sucks ass. So in the past 2 videos I made about Persona, all I really realized is that Persona fans can't read, and that Twitter.com gets real mad.
Wait a minute.
Whenever I breathe in their direction. And if these motherfuckers got mad at me for saying that Persona 4 ain't that bad, but it's still pretty damn bad, then, man, I can't wait to see what the fuck they gotta say about this shit. But honestly, if I've been saying I hated modern Persona for this long, it's literally no surprise to anybody that I think
Wait. What he said? Hold up. Let me watch it from the beginning.
Yo, this game sucks ass. So in the past 2 videos I made about Persona, all I really realized is that Persona fans can't read, and that Twitter.com gets real mad whenever I breathe.
Saying modern Persona is bad and backpedaling on the sentiment with Persona 4 is a timeless classic vid is exactly the same. No, the snake-like energy you'd expect from Simply Dad. I mean, it would be a weird take to say Persona 5 is mid and then saying Persona 4 is great, because Persona 5 and 4, in my honest opinion, are very similar. I just feel like Persona 4, something about the cast and the crew about Persona 4, I don't know. I just like the whole style that we're in Inaba. We're in a small town. You said Retro needs to start beef with who more than a P3 hater. Now, I'm not trying to start beef with him. I like to hear other people's opinions.
In their direction. And if these motherfuckers got mad at me for saying that Persona 4 ain't that bad, but it's still pretty damn bad, then, man, I can't wait to see what the fuck they gotta say about this shit. But honestly, if I've been saying I hated modern Persona for this long, it's literally no surprise to anybody that I think Persona 3 is by far one of the worst megaten games I've touched, if not one of the worst games I've ever played in my entire life. You know, right down there with Sonic Heroes.
Now I hope he played the game till its entirety. I hope he's not one of those guys that's like, I played like 10 hours of it, couldn't get past a certain boss, now I hate the game because of this, you know? Like, I hope this whole video of 36 minutes, nah, he definitely beat it. There's no way he didn't beat the game and then he's talking this much shit. He has to have beaten.
I don't really play a lot of bad games, if you couldn't tell. You know, I've been reading all the comments I've been getting on my recent videos, and there's a gang of people in there trying to compare the games I like to Persona 3, or say that the only good modern Persona game is 3. And from what I can understand, y'all think it's the best Persona game.
Personally, I like Persona games, but I also like the Shin Megami Tensei games.
Or say that
the reason why Persona 4 is not a perfect game is because Persona 3 is the best Persona game out there. Bro, I feel like you're memeing. I feel like you're memeing. Because even I like Persona 3, and Persona 3 did have a lot of things that I didn't like about the game.
The only good modern Persona game is 3. And from what I can understand, y'all think this is the best Persona game because it's got the best writing, the best characters, and the best plot. And sometimes, even if I don't agree with people's opinions, I just assume that maybe they see something I don't in the games that I don't like particularly. But this time, I was just looking at my screen like a bitch.
The story in 3 was good. That's why a lot of people did like 3. But the gameplay mechanics in 3 was very jank. You couldn't control your party. You had status like illnesses, bullshit. Your confidants could get reset. Bro. And then don't get me started with like the Tartarus bosses were, oh lord. A lot of them were RNG and just straight fucking difficult.
What? This is straight up probably the hardest video to write for, since the core issues I got with Persona 3 are so basic, so astonishingly apparent. The first time I played the game all them years back, I already seen issues with the game, and replaying the game now with friends who don't even know shit about Persona or Megami Tensei in general, they already see the issues with the game. The hardest part for me right now is trying to figure out a real proper way to get into this whole discussion, you feel me? And I don't really know where to start. Oh, right. Anime. I've seen a lot of people ask me why I don't like anime. I thought I made this shit pretty obvious at this point. Like I make it pretty damn clear that when I say anime, I mean the shonen anime power of friendship, you're the good guy, they're the bad guys type shit. Top it off with a creepy anime.
Damn, you don't even like anime? And he doesn't like that friendship type of shit? So then Persona definitely is not for you. Because that's like the core of the game, all of them. Persona 3 is the same thing. At the end, Nyx, the whole battle, power of friendship, sticking together. People are like, it's the same theme in 4. Friendship, going through things together. Final battle happens. Everybody looks like they die. Somehow the power of friendship, like, it's literally 3, 4, and 5's plot at the end. Or like the entirety of the game is friendship. And then him off rip is like, yo, I hate friendship. I hate anime with friendship. Bro, you should not be playing Persona games then. You should be playing a whole different line of games. You should probably be playing like, I don't know, Fallout or some shit.
Girl dating sim type shit, the sexualizations of said little girls. I don't fuck with that shit, bro. Like the shitty ass sense of humor that boils down to, whoa, look at this anime girl naked. It's funny because it's perverted. Whoa, this girl got really close to me. Haha, isn't that wacky? Like this shit comes
So he's
across.
one of those. He's one of those. Right there, I could already stop watching this video. I could save myself 36 minutes. Cause he's not a person. It's like bringing a person outside of the anime culture, style, and aesthetic into it. And obviously, you could tell by just how he sounds that he's not one of us, per se. Like, people who've watched anime and shit. But you know what, chat? Hold on. You know what? I'm gonna keep it going. Let me hear him.
To me as super lazy, since literally every single one of these games uses this kind of humor. Every single time I've talked shit about anime in these games, calling them generic and tropey, I've made damn sure to show what the fuck I don't like. Yeah, but I guess I'm being intellectually dishonest by choosing to respect the intelligence of my audience and hoping that when I say anime shit and show the anime shit that they pick up on what the fuck I'm talking about. I'll make sure from now on that I break down every single point to an insultingly basic degree just so some fuck don't get confused no more, Don't want to be a snake. Low-key, I think that could actually sum up my feelings on Persona 3 pretty perfectly. Insultingly basic. A while ago, I made a poll asking folk what their favorite modern Persona game was out.
Which is your favorite modern Persona game and why? Out of 2,000 people that voted, their favorite modern. Yo, a lot of people didn't play 4.
3. And Persona 3 held a first place spot pretty convincingly, with most people complimenting the story and the characters, which is probably some of the worst I've seen in a fucking video game in a long while. You start the game and you're immediately thrusted into this loud-ass, weirdly composed anime cutscene. It's super obnoxious, and this bitch puts something that looks like a gun to her head, but if you watch the opening to the game, you know that's not actually a gun, so there's no real suspense. Why is she doing that in the first place? What was she even trying to do here? What was the goal? But suddenly, shit starts getting interesting as the scenery around you gets darker and more mysterious with these big-ass coffins all around. It's a gigantic contrast to the first half, and it's honestly pretty enveloping. But then it's all ruined because literally nothing happens. But then something happens.
Wait.
But then it stops again. And that's it. Every night at midnight, a special 25th hour of the day called the Dark Hour occurs, only accessible to people who have the potential. The Persona users at your school form a group called Seas that explores Tartarus, a tower that forms during the Dark Hour and fights shadows. Since your main character's arrival back to your hometown of Tatsumi Port Island, on every full moon, a larger, more dangerous shadow escapes Tartarus, and it's up to you with your newly awoken Persona power to team up with your friends and stop them while exploring Tartarus. And literally nothing else. The gameplay consists of the newly introduced calendar system that the series is known for, where you play out every single day of the year, with you deciding on how you spend your time, hanging out with friends, studying for exams, playing games at the arcade, or just chilling out by yourself. But during the Dark Hour, you have the ability to explore Tartarus, where the game turns into a more traditional JRPG with turn-based combat, monsters to fight, experience to gain, and items to find. But before I could even get into the rest of the game, here's the issue with the way the whole game is structured. If big shadows that are integral to the plot only appear during a full moon, and you gotta play out every single day in the month, you already see the issue, right? The pacing in this game is practically non-existent, and you're basically forced to play out every day with no goal to tangibly look forward to narratively. Sometimes you'll luck out and the game will drip feed you a cutscene in the middle of a month. If you're lucky, maybe you'll get even 2 or 3. But most of the time, they're so poorly written that to me, it just comes across as a cheap setup for a plotline later on in the game. Or in most cases, a massive exposition dump where the characters sit around telling each other their backstories and motivations.
It's been almost 14 years since we met at the orphanage.
Dad, this old letter of yours. We must have read it 1,000
But that's the point of the game.
So the person in this video dislikes Persona 3 and later because it's anime-like, which is fucking stupid, and he only likes Shin Megami Tensei games, which is anime, and he legit did not take game seriously at all. I can link you the debunk video someone did.
Oh my god, somebody, what? There's a debunked video? I mean, like, I feel like his take on this is weird. It's like, it sounds like he just wanted to be in the dungeon 24/7. But then one of you guys mentioned that he's a Shin Megami Tensei fan, so... But the point... I feel like a lot of people hate these portions in Persona, and I like them a lot. Like, spending time with friends throughout the day, and I like this portion, because then this is the portion where I can make myself stronger. I go out, spend time with friends, build up the confidence, make sure they get stronger, I get stronger, I buy new equipment. I don't even know. Retro, just read One Piece. Fuck this video.
time since it came
Oh shit, I should read a little bit of One Piece.
last spring. You see, my parents have an inferiority complex because all my relatives are doctors.
And yo, that's just the entire story. You're expected to be
I didn't
enveloped
even
in
know
the world
that.
presented to you.
I didn't even know that. I didn't do Fuka's storyline enough. I didn't even know that her whole family is doctors. I don't remember that. That's crazy.
Be interested in what the fuck is going on, but the way the story paces itself, any kind of suspense just deflates until you stop caring completely. So near the end of the game, when you're supposed to relate to and care for the world and characters you've been interacting with for the past 100 hours, you just can't, because everything in the game so far has been real disconnected.
Yo, Cap.
But it's
Cap, bro, Cap. You telling me you went 100 hours into this game and you had no emotional connection with any of these characters? Cap. Bro, I even had an emotional connection to the fucking dog. To the dog in the game. Even the freaking man, the confidant at the park with the book about the pink alligator. And I even built a connection with that motherfucker, and I still remember him to this day. Come on.
cool. You know, maybe the story is kind of whack for 90% of the game. Most Megami Tensei games are still pretty great if you exclude their narrative, I guess. So even if I didn't like the way the game is structured, maybe the way the game plays might be better. Right?
You said, get out your feels, Retro? Nah. He's judging this game in a weird way, though, because it's like, I feel like everybody has like this genre of game that they like, and if it's not for you, it's not for you. That's the thing. It's like me. I don't like Fallout games. That's why I never play them. And then when somebody told me that Starfield, even though I wasn't going to get it, is similar to Fallout, I was like, oh, great. Now I know I'm never touching that game because I don't like Fallout-style games. I'm never, ever going to get into that franchise. I look at it. I've tried it. It's real boring to me. I don't like it. It is what it is. You say he does like Persona 4 a little bit?
Alright, so I'm gonna keep it as real as I can be. The biggest criticism of Persona 3 I've seen on the internet is that the battle system is not fun. It's broken, the AI don't work properly, and it makes every version of the game that is not the
Yes, I agree. I agree to that. You can't control party members, which sucks. Party members could get sick, which sucks. And that's it.
PSP re-release inferior by design. And I gotta say, that shit is probably the most incorrect, stupid-ass assertion I ever did see about a video game since y'all motherfuckers try to tell me that this game is good. Persona 3 introduces a new combat style where all your party members are controlled by an AI independent of your actions, and you, as the main character, command them to try out different tactics, like attacking a single target, focusing on support, knocking down enemies, or standing by until later. And I think that this shit is fucking wicked. The main complaint I see from folk is that the AI don't work, and that's just not true at all. Hello? I think the AI in this game
Bro, you a capper. You are a capper.
works real damn well, almost to a detriment. You set a party member to support, the bitch will fully heal you when you took some like 2-3 damage. You set a party member to knock enemies down, bro will just sit there because he don't got no fucking moves to knock anyone down. He looks so confused. Come on, man. Any issues I got with the AI was always my fault because I accidentally changed a person to do something that's not helpful in the moment. Or maybe because I changed someone to only use physical attacks and forgot to change it in a fight where the enemy reflects it. Say you don't like it, sure, but don't try and tell me to my face that it don't work and expect me to believe that you actually played a damn game. You know, when the shit works, and by
All right, I'll agree with him with that. I'll agree with him.
that I mean when I remember to set them to the right command, this shit works real damn well. I honestly had a lot of fun with it, and it does something that other modern Persona games neglect to do at all. It contextualizes you as the leader of your group. You know, most of these games expect me to believe that my character is a leader that apparently the entire party depends on.
But in the other games, you can control everybody, which is the point. That's why me as the player, I'm the leader.
And that our whole spill relies on my being there. But outside of this game, it's never ever felt that way before. Persona 4, everything around me just kind of happens, and in games like Persona 5, your main character literally never feels like a leader ever since you're given several characters that fill that role for you. But in Persona 3, it makes me actually
Fuck this video, peep this instead. Link: this game drops next week and the Japanese voice actors playing the main cast are stacked.
All right, give me 1 sec. Thank you, Lux.
subscribe to the idea
Sir
that the game
Lux.
is trying to sell me on, and that's something that I can give
I'll
this
watch it
game
right now. Give me 1
without a
sec.
shadow of a doubt. Yo, but if we're talking about anything that's outside of the tactics system, though, yeah, this shit kind of sucks, bro. I'm sorry. Also,
Thank
introduced
you.
in this game is the new
Thank you. In my head, I was like, yo, if he says Tartarus is great, oh my God, I was going to leave. I was about to be like, ain't no way he said he liked Tartarus.
more battle system, where everybody got resistances and weaknesses. Hitting those weaknesses knocks down an enemy and gives you the opportunity to act again. Once all enemies are knocked down, you get the chance to do an all-out attack, which is just a big, heavy-hitting attack that hurts all the enemies on the field. You know, it's cool for the first couple times, sure, but, you know, after a while, the monotony of it all really starts hitting about 10 hours, 5 hours into the game.
Yup. That's why it gets to a certain point where, like, when I was playing, like, Persona 3 and I was in late game, and people, I remember, were asking me, why aren't you all out attacking? I'm like, no, because we all lose a turn. The monster then gets back up and he's out of stun phase. No! And all-out attacks in real talk, all-out attacks suck ass in Persona 3, bro. Them shits is weak as fuck. I feel like all-out attacks aren't really good until, like, Persona 5. But Persona 4, all-out attacks suck after a certain point, and the same thing with 3.
And it gets real damn annoying.
I've been waiting for this.
So basically, for Persona 3, they looked at SMT Nocturne's press turn battle system and saw the fun, fast-paced, engaging, yet challenging gameplay and went, fuck you, this shit is too hard, let's make it so that the entire game is one-sided as hell. Later on in the game, because the opening part is not very good. You know, you're just expected to carry the entirety of the first 2 blocks, which makes up the first, 20, 30 hours of the game by yourself, which feels like it just lasts forever because outside of normal enemy encounters, every block has a set number of mini-bosses that you fight when you climb higher up the tower. And most of these things are just a toss-up between an easy waste of time or a boss that basically says, fuck you, kid.
For real, dude. I mean, a little damage sponge that takes for... Yo, the towers. Remember the towers, chat? Wasn't that Persona 4? Yeah, we refought those fucking towers. Oh.
That basically says, fuck you, kid, stop playing the game the way you want, have fun figuring out the optimal way to beat me, or just don't play at all. And this is an issue that lasts the entire game with virtually no real sense of an earnest challenge anywhere at all. Fusion is still a stupid-ass boring mess due to the fact that if you want to get the skills you want on a specific persona, you have to exit the menu and reselect the fusion you want to reroll the skills. This shit wasn't fun in SMT Nocturne, and the fact that this game made 4 years later made zero effort to improve upon it is fucking insane. You know, these issues don't really stop later on in the game either. You kind of just get introduced to more party members that make it so that you're not the only one doing work no more, but the issues with grinding still exist and the obnoxious bosses are still there. It's just slightly more flexible than it was before. And that's not even mentioning the biggest issue I have with the gameplay, and it's been an issue with modern Persona ever since this game came out.
No! Please get up!
When your main character dies, it's game over.
Yes. Because, wait, isn't that what you said you wanted, though? Didn't you say, like, you felt like your character was the main character and that he was important? So if the protagonist dies, that's exactly what's supposed to happen. Game over. So, wait. He wants, like, the rules of being and feeling like he's a... I don't know. Bro, that's what's supposed to happen. I'm so confused.
This is by far the dumbest shit I ever seen in a
Bro, but you literally said that you wanted the protagonist to feel like he was important and that That's why you like this game, because the combat system, we can't control all the party members. You feel like you control yourself and everybody controls themselves via AI. And that's what you liked about it. And you as the protagonist, you're not supposed to die. And if you die, he low-key changing his mind, I feel like, a little bit now, going like halfway into the shit, because I mean, do you want to be protagonist or not?
Fucking video game from a ludonarrative perspective. In a game like SMT Nocturne or Strange Journey, the game ending when your main character, you know, the one who literally controls all your party members, and without your being there, they'd probably just go step out and do something else, it makes sense that the fucking game ends there. But in a game like this, where losing all your HP is contextualized as being knocked unconscious, where your friends can easily revive you, where these motherfuckers are literally still alive in the fight when the...
I mean, you gotta remember though, they're AI. You think they gonna pick you up?
game ends. Why does it fucking happen? Especially in a game like this, where 2 out of the 7 types of magic are instant death, where moves that instantly kill you if you're inflicted with a status ailment exists, where bosses can literally one-shot you. Well, fuck it.
That was the boss. That was the boss for me.
Especially in a game like this, where 2 out of the 7 types of magic are instant death, where moves that instantly kill you if you're inflicted with a status ailment exists, where bosses can literally one-shot you. Well, fuck it. Normal enemies in the game can fucking one-shot you. This shit don't make sense, and it is really fucking discouraging. Given how much of the game basically makes you grind, this just means whatever monotonous, unfun-ass grinding you did on your trip to Tartarus ain't worth shit, because you gotta go back and listen to this stupid-ass fucking music all over again. My God.
John in Tennessee, go ahead. What you want to say?
That shit is fucking trash, dog. Get the fuck off the airwaves.
So the music in the game sucks. I'm not even gonna try to hide this one.
What? The music in the game sucks? Yo, just say you hate Persona then.
Bro, this shit sucks so badly. My big issue with the sound of Persona 3, on top of the fact that it just don't sound fucking good, is the fact that the songs play every single day.
Bro. That's the point. It's the OST. It's like when you're playing Super Mario and you go to World 1-1, what song do you hear? Bro, it's like, what do you expect? And how can you say you hate this song? This song's a banger. I never felt like Inside the Market was a banger. So he just hates music.
This shit like a mix of jazz and hip-hop and techno and classical music and pop, featuring vocals from Yumi Kawamura and the biggest fucking cornball rapper I ever seen in my...
Cornball rapper? Oh, nah, he's just a hater at this point. He's a hater. He called Juice WRLD a freaking... I said Juice WRLD. Lotus Juice into a cornball?
Entire life. Lotus Juice.
I'm a spiritual, lyrical individual, spiritual, lyrical individual, spiritual, lyrical individual. Give it a flip it, skip it, a flip it, the illest, the killest, the skill.
The fact that the original game has over 50 songs, and for a majority of the game, you're listening to maybe 5, 6, maybe 7 if I'm giving it a little credit, it's insane. And on top of the fact that this game's calendar system makes you play out every single day in the year, it lacks variety, and the shit gets real grating.
It sounds like the game didn't catch him. The game, because I'm not gonna lie, if you don't like all this shit,
getting
then that
the
means
game over when the protagonist dies is done for balancing reasons. The protagonist has access to multiple personas, meaning you change your weakness and moveset whenever you want.
Yeah, because you're protag. You're the wild card. This man said biggest cornball.
Add on to that feeling of monotony and the lack of progression.
Thank you for the biddies, Electric.
My favorite things about any Megami Tensei game, Persona or SMT, is just how every single game greets you with a wide and vibrant soundtrack with a very clear direction that serves to enrich the world you're in. But this game just don't do that shit at all. I don't know how to be nice about it. It just fucking sucks. Tartarus is even worse, with every single block being a variation on the same song. And honestly, I think this is the worst part of the soundtrack. Persona 1 and 2 have literally some of the best dungeon themes in all of gaming. And that vision, that passion that you feel poured into every single song in those games is felt. Can't say the same shit about this game because the entire time it's just annoying. But okay, it's fine. I'm chill about it.
Yo.
Ain't nobody praising the fucking gameplay of Persona 3 anyway. And if I didn't like the music, then that's fine. You know, that's just me. People's
Damn, what else do you hate?
biggest praise of the game is almost always about the characters. And gotta say,
P3 was down to earth as well, but it also had a mature plot and amazing characters who actually developed throughout the story. It leaves a great impact and is still remembered to this day.
they probably the worst part about this game too. Y'all seem to have this assumption that since my biggest issue with the characters in Persona 4 was that the development was relegated to the optional social links, that I'd instantly fall in love with the characters in Persona 3 because they actually develop with the story. And I'm like, y'all ever played any other video game? Or read a book? Or watched a movie? Consumed literally any other piece of media? Characters are supposed to do this, and just because Persona 3 the only modern Persona game to develop the characters in the fucking story, it's not a point of praise for the game by any fucking means. What's worse is that the character development in the game is all really stilted and awkward. I already mentioned before that a lot of the cutscenes in the game are just exposition dumps and shit, or blatantly explaining the motivations of the main characters. None of that shit ever feels genuine or natural or real. And honestly, it's just a fault of the poor writing and even worse voice acting.
Dad?
You know what's crazy, bro?
Dad? Daddy?
Oh my god, he's fucking dead, yo.
Right, Hio.
Yeah, thank you for the follow.
I know one
I'm
thing
not even
for
fucking
sure
street. What the fuck? You got characters like
Bro,
Junpei.
you got a hee-ho running as a follower alert, but you hate you hate Persona this much?
Who got the issue of being a real good character with a really good voice actor, but they're too busy being the butt end of every joke that their development just comes and goes whenever the plot needs it. You got this great arc where he's initially spiteful of your protagonist because you're assigned leader over him, and that feeds into his inferiority complex that's caused by family troubles that aren't really brought up until late into the game, which is something that seems to just get
I'm not gonna lie, I did not do Junpei's social link.
resolved out of nowhere, but then it gets brought up again literal months later, and I'm like,
Okay, so I straight up just mixed up the Junpei arc in the game with the one in the movies. So I'm just wrong here. And now that I know, I think the game handled his character well. Alright, buddy.
Junpei got it rough, man. A lot of people like to praise his relationship that's developed with Chidori throughout the plot.
He didn't have a link?
Kind of see the praise for, since the idea of a party member developing a relationship outside the cast that they can bounce off of is something that we don't see at all in modern Persona. But when you look back and realize that the whole crux of their story happens in literally 4 cutscenes of them awkwardly talking to each other with that staple awkward dialogue.
It's no big deal. I only draw because I like to.
Oh, yeah? Still, I'd like to see it when you're done, okay?
But then this bitch literally kidnaps him and tries to force him into canceling y'all's operation. And we supposed to believe both of them still got any kind of feelings for each other? Like, Chidori flip-flops back and forth so much before her character is killed off. It's not done with any kind of decent pacing or grace. So it, like everything else in the game so far, comes off feeling...
I agree with that. I agree with that. I did mention that, I think, as well. Like, when it came to Chidori, it was a little weird how, like, they handled the Chidori situation in the game. So in a sense, I agree.
Real rushed and especially weird.
This can't be happening.
Chidori!
Chidori, answer me! Chidori!
The game kind of does this where it shoves these deep and sad moments in front of your face and expects you to feel some type of way about it, but these things just aren't done real well at all. And again, the shitty voice acting and writing don't really help.
I was so focused on fight.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. For me, was the Shinji shit, bro. That was the only character in this game I had zero attachment to. Because that motherfucker Shinji came and went like this, bro.
I didn't notice
So focused on being strong because at one point I wasn't strong enough, but now I wanted to be strong. But look, I'm not even strong enough. Wait, listen to this.
Oh, this guy was just...
Come on, bro. A lot of the female characters don't feel like shit either. Like, Yukari exists to flesh out Mitsuru's character, and even then her character is a pretty basic, I want to atone for the actions of the people before me, which is literally the same as Yukari's character arc, except Yukari hates her parents, and then she doesn't hate her parents. Fuka is really boring, but low-key, I think
their relationship, in my opinion, was good. I actually liked the character development between these two characters, Coconut Head and Fuka.
relationship between her and Natsuki is real sweet. Even though it's got nothing to do with the theme of the game, I really like the message of communication between people in the age where the internet was starting to grow bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
It's something that actually stays true to this day, and it's probably the only thing about this game I will
So why
give
am I watching
genuine
this?
praise because of how well
Somebody
that shit
wanted
was
me to watch
presented.
it.
But of course, that nice scene is ruined with this uncharacteristically fucking mean-ass exchange between her and the rest of the group.
Everything's okay now. I've made up my mind. I'll do as much as I can with my power. For my sake, as well as the sake of others.
Okay.
The social link system that Persona is known for is introduced in this game too. And I gotta say, it sure as hell feels like it's the first in the series, because goddamn, some of these stories are just real boring. But some of them, like the old couple who run the bookstore and the dying man,
The old couples was good. The old man's was one of my favorites.
Nakanari, both serve the themes of the game real well and showcase the concept of death from different angles that we don't get to see in the story. And it's real nice. But then you get literal pieces of shit like this one with your teacher who you meet playing an online game. Where she
Yo, that teacher was gonna get it, bro. I was gonna,
She literally admits to you that she is an older woman who has interests in little boys and wants to use her power as a teacher to get closer with and seduce your character specifically.
I don't.
Like, listen, man, I don't really get worked up over shit that easy, but when I tell you that this shit made me mad, I mean, this shit got me mad, because this is just blatant Dateline NBC type shit, bro. There's no way around it. This weird fetishization of pedophilia is kind of fucking weird, because it's just straight up glorifying a woman preying on a child, and it's presented in a positive or a joking light. And even when she looks back on your—
But wait, but doesn't she not know, though, throughout, like, the story? You end up finding out at the end of the game, literally last day, I think. Like, when you find out, like, who it is, isn't it, like, at the end? Or you find out, like, now? Because you said she doesn't know. No, that's what I'm saying, because if I remember correctly, like, in my playthrough, it was at, like, the end of the game when you found out it was the teacher. And then, like, even, I think when she found out, she was like, what the fuck? The Kawakami situation was a little crazy, I'm not gonna lie. But Joker kind of wanted it. He kind of wanted it low-key.
conversation and says she don't like what she sees, she's not saying that because she admitted to a stranger online that she wants to smash a little-ass kid. She says that because she was complaining about her coworkers.
What?
This shit is stupid, and the fact that you barely hear nobody talk about it is just telling of the kind of shit people are willing to ignore to praise a shitty-ass anime game over the internet.com, bro. It's
bro, but I feel like he's digging so deep into that one scenario when it really wasn't even that flushed out. It was like, I could only remember it as we were sending text messages, and then at the end of the game, we end up finding out it was the teacher. That's it.
fucking sad, yo. Alright, imagine you're me, replaying this game after so many years and being all disappointed that this game actually turned out even worse than I remember, to the point where I find myself not caring about literally anything the game is thrown at me no more. This walking plot device is introduced and does literally nothing for the month that he exists.
I agree.
And he does more exposition dumping, again, with that horrible-ass dialogue.
You're a shadow? I'm the embodiment of all shadows. The appriser.
The appriser?
The frightening truth about myself. And shadows?
You know the truth about shadows?
The appriser.
You're the appriser?
I fell to Igus. Igus? Ryoji, you're the appriser? None of this makes sense. The maternal being is called Nyx. Who the hell's Nyx? All life will vanish.
All life
Oh,
will
damn. 3 only with the consistently competent writing.
vanish?
You won't remember anything.
We'll forget everything?
Ryoji-kun's no longer here.
And at this point, I'm over the whole shit. But then, when being faced with certain death at the hands of Nyx, your party decides that—
But that's how anime games are, though.
even if it's considered futile to try and stop her,
Not every anime game, but I feel like I could give it a pass because the game was old too. Like, you got to take into consideration this game is old. So I can't be too hard on like when did this game come out, chat? You said, remember, he hates anime. That like that was my first point. Yeah.
find the resolve to make the impossible happen together. And as corny as that sounds, what happens afterwards is something I never thought I'd say about this game. On New Year's Day, something magical happens. The music outside suddenly changes. The atmosphere feels almost melancholic. The weather gets bleaker. The tone of the final month of the game is being set. And this shit feels real damn good. Honestly, the music here hits so fucking hard. This is like genuinely my favorite part of the game. That's something I think is genuinely like, oh, what the fuck, bro? Come on. But real though, the mood in the final month of the game is something that I'm willing to say is real good about Persona 3. It feels like the music finally harmonized with the tone of the game and the mood set by the plot. Memories of the City is the best song in this game, and deadass my favorite song in Shoji Megaro's entire discography. It's that damn good. It conveys a sense of dread and melancholy, sadness, desolation. It also has this nostalgic, hopeful, and reassuring feeling at the same time. It balances these emotions so damn well that to this day, this shit hits so fucking hard.
Yeah, it hits hard because you have to play through the game and go through all the bullshit so you could then enjoy that track. because you go through a lot of shit in this game. And then when you make it to that point in the game, when this track hits and then you hearing that shit for the first time, you feeling like, yo, we just went through all this fucking hell and now we're here. And then that's why the song just hits you and you get emotional.
It reminds me of how I felt playing a game like SMT4. It is that good. Setting the tone is one thing. The game actually following up on that is another. And of course, the game drops the ball so fucking hard, bro. The party barely interacts that much. And Aigis, man, I don't even know where to start with Aigis. She's introduced in the game during summer at the group trip to Yakushima.
Oh my
Island.
God, he hates Aigis too?
And for 90% of the game, she's obsessed with being around your main character. And it's explained later during that big-ass exposition dump that she did some weird shit and sealed death inside you when you were just a little kid 10 years ago when your parents died. And she's basically responsible for the entire plot of the game happening. And it's all just so stupidly convoluted, I don't think I can physically muster a bone in my body.
One thing I can say is this part was definitely on some wacky dacky. Ooh, lightning. Ooh, it's raining outside. You know why it's raining? Because right now, Fry is somewhere in the ocean pissed off yelling.
You care about it. Since her entire backstory just got spilled and since she has no real character of her own, she spends the last month of the game being a voice for the protagonist and basically just regurgitates the themes of the game up until the very last cutscene. And true to the game, Aigis probably has the worst case of awful voice direction out the entire cast, where she constantly goes back and forth between this stupid-ass robot voice and speaking normally.
Bro, oh my God! That's the point of her character! In the beginning, she speaks more like a robot because, like, she's, like, still in this headspace of, like, I am a robot. I am supposed to be like this. And then closer to, like, when you're building her confidant and then you start learning more about her and she starts learning more about you and then she starts learning about being a part of, like, a group of people and shit. Later on, then that's why you start noticing, like, the difference in her voice. She starts hitting you with the, like, oh, like, what are we doing today? Not, what are we doing today? It's like, come on, bro. It's like you don't pick up on these nuances. Come on, like, that's the point.
It's real weird after the final boss, which, by the way...
It's not weird. That's the point.
Wait, not even worth mentioning, bro. This is a 30-minute damage sponge with no challenge to offer and an automated instant win fight afterwards. But anyways, before the...
Huh? What he said?
3-minute damage sponge with no challenge to offer. Real weird after the final boss, which,
I think
by the
he
way,
played the
not even
game
worth mentioning,
muted
bro.
and
This is a
with his
30-minute damage
eyes
sponge with no
closed.
challenge.
What kind of video is this?
Yo, nah, this is getting... Now, I'm putting my dislike on this video now. Because he said Nyx was a 30-minute bullet sponge. And then he said it wasn't difficult.
It's real weird after the final boss, which, by the way, not even worth mentioning, bro. This is a 30-minute damage sponge with no challenge to offer.
30-minute damage sponge, no challenge?
Offer an automated instant win fight afterwards.
No challenge? You must be fucking... Bro.
TBH, I think the moment
I don't even think he played this game now.
Anime,
nah, I don't think he played this.
He should have stopped there. You
I
can
don't think
say
he played this
anime
game.
style games don't need to be like anime/manga, but they are bound to take inspiration from them, regardless of the decade.
He was playing on
I
baby
heard
bitch
this
mode?
Same shit about Fire Emblem Engage and how it's too anime-like. Nigga, this series was always anime tropes have just changed over time.
No, exactly. I agree, Sora. I agree 100%. He watched the movie and admitted it earlier at the Junpei part. What do you mean? He admitted to what? He's basing his takes off the movie, not the game? So he never played the game? He played the game on live. What difficulty, though? Because look. Everything else that he said so far, I can... Look. And you know what's funny? Look, you could already see the little hump right here. There's a little hump, which means a lot of people paused the video at this part and replayed this part right here that we're looking at. The fact that he said Nyx was not a challenge automatically now makes me look at him different. I'm like, you definitely played this game on easy. Because Nyx was hard.
But anyways, before the ending, I
had to over-level myself to fight Nyx, and he still gave me a problem. I over-leveled myself, and I was still fucking losing. Bro, you said Memories of the City holds that same feeling. Oh shit, we're near the end game. Despite all the BS similar to Xenoblade 2, when you finally make it to the World Tree and hear this, happy 17 months. You said when you make it to the World Tree and you hit hear this song? You mean that place with the desert? The place with the desert, right? When you make it into the tree? guitar. I can't listen to this shit all the way. Hold on. I gotta, where's that video at? I gotta finish this shit. Yo, thank you. Cypher. But the world tree, I gotta remember what the world tree looked like.
Bro Def played and beat Nyx with a hacked level 99 party on easy mode. I didn't actually beat P3 cause I was a kid, but seeing you play it, Nyx a whole struggle.
Bro, and you know what's crazy? I saw other people then fight Nyx. What was this one girl's name, bro? We rated her, Crystal. Crystal, bro, I saw, yo, when I tell you she was on that battle for like a week, she was on that last battle with Nyx for like a week, bro. And every day she was going live and she was like, today's the day we beat Nyx. Yes. Lay XP. Yes, her. Yo, she was on that battle for like a week. And then she would put in like 8 hours of just straight losing. Ends the stream. Started the stream up the next day. Stream title. Do we beat Nyx today? Question mark. Straight 7 hours of losing again. Starting up a next stream. Yo, she was like a week on that battle, bro. You said why she lost? I have no... You know why she lost a lot of times? Because she was playing the game the way that it was intended to be played. I played the shit because I hacked it and I could control my party members. She was playing the last battle with all the controls of the party members being AI. It was all AI, bro. She did it the hard way. I was like, she crazy.
This just sits there on the rooftop with your main character who is literally dying while she's crying her ass off. Again, regurgitating the themes of the game just in case you fucking didn't get it the first 6 times she talked about it. Your eyes feel heavy. Start dancing.
Start dancing.
Or you could start dueling, like me, Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh! And then you die, and then the game ends. Was that a little anticlimactic? Sorry, I don't know what you expected from me, bro.
What did you want to? Oh my god, bro! What did you want to happen?
Like 60 hours ago. Without a doubt, this is one of the worst games I have played in a long while. And unlike Persona 4, where I found myself appreciating...
Damn. Like there were some points where I kind of agreed with him, but to say the entirety of the game is ass is kind of crazy.
In the game more by trying things I missed out on, doing the same for Persona 3, and not only did nothing about the game get better, I think it got worse. A bad, boring plot with dead pacing, poor writing, underdeveloped, uninteresting characters with little to no chemistry who spout exposition in a massive case of tell don't show, where I'm just supposed to believe that these people are somehow different and growing because they said so. Couple that with unfun JRPG gameplay with an inferior battle system that ruins the fun, fair balancing of a game made by the same company literally 4 years prior with no sense.
Bro, he says Nyx was easy as shit, but then he says that.
System that ruins the fun, fair balancing of...
Bro, wait. You said he was a cakewalk. Now you're saying it's hard?
Couple that with unfun JRPG gameplay.
What is this stupid shit? My brain hurts listening to this BS. Get this stupid motherfucker out of here, SMA.
Yo, Nuka Doomsday with the Hondo. Nuka Doomsday. Nuking with the $100 donation. Nuke is right. Yo, Nuka Doomsday, bro. He said, what is this stupid shit? My brain hurts listening to this BS. Get this stupid motherfucker out of here. Also, Jujutsu Kaisen 0 wins. Season 2 after? Yes, I have to watch Season 2 after I see the movie. I gotta finish the fucking movie. I gotta watch the movie first, then we can start Season 2. And we're about to finish Mob.
Dr. Stone, I want to see actual comedy gold.
Bro, hold on. Bro, it's already 11, chat. Hold on. Hold on. Shh. Bro, I gotta eat food, chat. I didn't even eat. I literally woke up this morning, ate my eggs with freaking waffles, and started playing Splatoon.
Battle system.
Started playing Splatoon for countless hours just to be last. Bro, Team Fry was really last place. That's crazy.
Ruins the fun, fair balancing of a game made by the same company literally 4 years prior with no sense of challenge outside of the game, forcing you to grind inside an unchanging, visually boring, singular dungeon with boring enemy designs that are literally reused and recycled for the entire game. And a social sim mechanic.
Bro, he literally says Nyx was a cakewalk. Then says at the conclusion point of his like document or like this video, saying the game is hard as shit. Which is it?
That feels half-baked with social links that, when they're not completely inoffensive, they're boring or in some cases, absolutely vile.
Yo, Nuka, wait, what? I meant to reply to Sora.
Just on some weird ass shit, bro. Like, I'm sorry, bro. I cannot get over it. What the fuck were y'all thinking when you're fucking... Oh, what the... This game is just not good. And I know there's a gang of people who are probably gonna get mad at me saying that, but like, who the fuck cares, bro? Like, if you're watching this video right now and you're all worked up because...
I mean, my thing is that it's his opinion. At the end of the day, realistically, it's his opinion. But just like how you have an opinion, I have an opinion too. And my opinion is your video is crazy. Because it's just some ass. Like, I feel like your takes aren't strong enough. Like, bro.
Because I said that
This
anime
video
game
is making me irrationally angry. Can we watch the Persona 4 anime for palate cleanser?
The anime? I can't watch the anime right now. Persona 4 anime. Y'all just want to see King of the Hill.
The internet, then I'm gonna have to ask you to take a step back and relax a little bit. My dislike for this stupid ass game should not really affect anybody in the way that my past couple videos has, and I think it's fucking weird. You can like what you like, but if somebody not enjoying the same things as you is grounds to go stupid in the way I've seen people online act up recently, then I don't know, bro, you need some help. The point of my videos were always been to disagree with and question the stupid ass common opinions I see and hear thrown around these games, because most of the time, the shit you hear on the internet is either super misleading or just in some cases completely fucking...
Videos like this just throws me back to the days of Cvit getting everything wrong with P5, in case you all remember that drama. Style over substance.
They try to say style over substance with Persona 5? I did not remember that scenario.
Wrong. When I was replaying the game on stream, I seen a lot of people say the same stupid ass shit in the chat and in my comments. Why play Persona 3 if I hate it? Why play these games if I don't like it? Well, I play these games because I do, and I criticize them because I love Persona. I don't know, bro. Call me what you want, but when I'm given amazing games like Persona 1 and 2...
How? Bro, you make no sense. Like, literally, everything that you said you hate about this game. You hate anime. You hate anime if they even remotely do fan service. You hate the JRPG format and the way that it's played. You hate the social links. You hate the way that the story is drawn out. And then you're just going to, at the end, be like, but I love Persona. When all the games are very similar. Persona 3 is very similar to... I'm not going to say it's very similar, but 3 is similar to 4. And 4 is very similar to 5. 4 and 5 are like... fucking lost cousins or some shit. Obviously it's Persona, but it's like, what I'm trying to say is like the way that like the game flows and functions and how the character system works is so close. 5 just enhanced on this shit like OD. 5 just went crazy and just said, oh, let's just give you a bunch of fucking better shit to add on to it. And then Royal just went overdrive. They were like, fuck it, let's make you into a god for real, for real. But this shit is...
And the next game in the series is a step back in literally every single way. I got a right to be mad about it. What bothers me about modern Persona has never been this, it's always been this. I could care less if they added a social sim mechanic. I could care less about social links and dating. I could care less about the shitty ass and...
So this isn't your game! So if you don't care about the social links, you don't care about interacting with other characters, like learning about them, like character building, this isn't your game then. You don't love the series. Him saying that he loves the series is cap. You don't love the series if this is literally what the majority of this game is. Just say you don't like the game. Cause like now I feel like he's backpedaling saying that he likes the series. Cap, you don't like the series. Just, bro, if you're gonna be a man, stick to your gun and just say, bro, Persona's shit. I hate Persona. I hate the series, and keep it pushing. But now the fact that you're kind of backpedaling and be like, oh, I love the series, but do you? It don't sound like you do.
Anime tropes that they use all the damn time. I care because it's just not fucking good. And when this is from a company that knows how to turn otherwise generic tropes and flip it into something unique, I got a right to be mad, bruh. That was always the vision of Atlas back in the day, to be an antithesis to the conventional JRPG format, a big-ass fuck you to what the norm was. And I'm sure in 2007, Persona 3 was just that. But now, every JRPG wants to be Persona with their social sim mechanics and...
I can agree to that. Every game is trying to be now like Persona in terms of like when we're talking about JRPGs, they are trying to like do that because they saw how successful 5 was. So I can agree to a sense with that.
Anime girl dating sim type shit. And nothing has really been done to stand out no more. The fact that we've been given better games with better plot lines, better characterization from Atlas, but Persona has continued to lack.
I know this motherfucker did not just say Catherine is better than Persona. I know he did not just say that. He put Catherine gameplays talking about better games and Catherine? Like, and this is coming from me. I love Catherine. I thought the Catherine series and Full Body was great. I loved Catherine. But to say that it's better than Persona is crazy.
Latch on to what was unique back in fucking 2007 to this day is telling of how dire the need for improvement and change is. I think no matter how much you like a game or a franchise, ignoring its faults is fucking stupid.
Yes, that's true. But it's like to say, I'm not going to say Persona 3 is a perfect game. It has its faults. But you acting like the whole game in its entirety is ass, which is why it throws a lot of people off.
Continue to allow companies to get away with bad game design, bad writing, lazily developed characters, or half-baked mechanics. You are literally normalizing poor practices that will not change because it's just how Persona is. Ultimately, what I really want to see is people starting to make their own opinions about shit,
This is why you gatekeep your games, your interests. They hate this shit but still wanna be around to complain.
Facts, dude. I can't wait to see the comments on this video.
Eating shit y'all hear from others and accepting it as fact. I'm talking real, genuine, from the heart feelings about
thank you
things
for the
that you like.
biddies.
You know, if I can pull up and talk shit about one of the most universally loved games amongst Megami Tensei fans because I didn't personally enjoy it, then you shouldn't be scared to talk your talk about any of these games that you like or dislike. Just, you know, make sure y'all actually play them first, though. Nah, but who cares? Simply that is gatekeeping and elitist. I win. Bye-bye.
Bro, then he says Persona 3 got lame songs on it, right? And then the whole time he's playing Persona music in the video. Persona 3 music. You could have played like different music if you wanted. I don't know, bro. Let me see. You fools fail to realize that Persona 3 will never come close to the angry video game nerd the game. I'm convinced that most of the people who say that the AI doesn't work never changed it
This
from
shit
act
was
freely.
not worth watching and getting spoiled.
Oh no. Yo, when I see read more, oh no. My main gripe was that there were not enough cutscenes during the non-full moon events. Strega was underutilized. That's why I was going to say games like Persona 4 and Persona 5 were better than 3. Because even the antagonist we fell in love with. We fell in love... Okay, spoiler alert, close your ears. We fell in love with Adachi, and we fell in love with freaking Akechi. We fell in love with them motherfuckers. Peek the Pinned? The hell is this? Return YouTube dislikes. Add to Chrome. Okay, I think I got it. Now I can see how many dislikes the video has. Oh, God. All right. Time to refresh. Let's see how many dislikes I got. Damn, 8.7K dislikes. Damn. How come he hates all the good things about it and then loves the one flaw that it has? Right? Yo! He hates all the good things about it, but then loves the one flaw. And what was the one flaw? Not being able to control your party members. And he loved that shit. He loved that shit. He loved not being able to control his party. Persona 3 is my favorite Persona game. I played with the Japanese voices, and those were really good. Starting this tonight, and I don't see the appeal. Maybe I'm just in the first few hours, but I don't know. The story isn't really that interesting yet. The premise is okay, and the story but the story execution so far is just kind of bleh. I agree. You know what's crazy? Because people in the chat, some of y'all are gonna forget. When I played Persona 3 the first time, I actually dropped the game. I dropped the game for like many months, and then somebody in my chat kept on pestering me like, "Yo, play Persona 3, play that shit, play it. And then I was like, fuck it. And then I played it. And then we just kept going until we finished it. But Persona 3's beginning is ass. I'm not gonna lie, it is ass. It's very slow. The grinding is terrible. You really don't know what the fuck is going on till like you really get into Tartarus, and then you start realizing like what's going on. Like once you start seeing more cutscenes, and then there's more development. But the beginning was just, yeah. You said see his channel? I like the banners. It's Catherine. Should you buy Persona 5 Strikers? Shin Megami Tensei 5 is really bad. Oh, I kind of want to see this video. Because he's a big Shin Megami Tensei fan. So I want to see what he has to say about Persona 5. Oh, no, chat. Yo, you know what? I'm actually low-key here for the hot takes. I want to see, like, all the hot takes he has. You know what? Sub-fucking-scribe, bro. Subscribe. I'm here for the hot takes, bro. I'm here to hear the hot takes.